Hey everybody, and welcome to the Drowning in Pools podcast. This is episode 25. And we're starting off strong because Derek just had some issues, Deshaun doesn't like our topic, and we're having a great fucking time.
So mad. So mad. I'm not actually mad. I'm just slightly upset. I'm perturbed.
You're irritated.
Yeah. Like, that was on purpose.
Oh, we all know. So,
Before it was an accident. This was on purpose. Man.
So, how's our weeks?
Jeez, this is just the most roughshod fucking awful start to a podcast in a while.
Oh man, it's been great. So I was playing a match right before we started the podcast. I was expecting it to be done in like 20 minutes. It lasted 40 minutes.
Did you win?
So I did win.
You did?
I came in first, yes.
Alright, pog. Alright.
So I came in first, but we started the podcast 20 minutes late. And then we had a 5-minute cutscene of watching Derek have fun with a cat trying to get the shit out of his carpet.
It wasn't shit. It was piss on my bed sheets.
Piss on the bed sheets.
No, you are not
Piss
allowed
on
on the
the-
bed. Hold on.
That's an album title.
You aren't allowed on the bed.
Oh,
Piss on my bed sheet.
Becca came up with a great, good title for a song,
Okay, sorry about that.
and I will say it at some point in the podcast because I can't remember off the top of my head right now.
Wow.
But it'll
Leave
come.
us in suspense.
I will leave you in suspense. Yes. So yeah, that happened, and then I told Deshaun what the topic's going to be this week, and he's like, "Fuck, I had nothing for that."
What did I
Not
just
really.
miss?
Nothing. So this week I played a new video game.
What?
Katana
On this
Zero.
video game podcast?
On this video
Oh,
game
that's right, yeah.
ass podcast, I played a new ass video game. It's called Katana Zero.
Oh, did you? Oh, what's Katana Zero?
It is this it's this fabulous game that is all about time control through the use of drugs.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And you're a samurai who goes and assassinates all these people in a modern or not modern. What is it? What would we consider?
Future cyberpunkish.
Yeah, future
kinda.
future cyberpunkish alternate history universe.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a good time, and
But are you a samurai though?
that was a hard question because the ending I got made it think that I was a super soldier of some sort.
Which so wait. So did you get both endings or just the one?
I just got the one. I might do another playthrough to get the other ending.
So you did the.
I think it was the gold mask ending.
You chose the gold mask, so you chose to live or whatever.
Yeah, I chose to live, which means the girl's like all crying with the.
Yeah, she gets kidnapped by the guys.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
That was the laugh I did for them when I talked.
Oh yeah, that's right. Your horror. That I hated that. I hated that the whole time.
It was fantastic, though.
It's because when I envisioned that guy talking like all Shakespearean, I envisioned him to have like a deep, commanding voice, and the other guy would have like the kind of weird voice. So hearing you give him like that weird, high-pitched, raspy voice, I hated it. I hated it so much.
I the way his arms were shaking, I was expecting like a guy who was like malnourished and like
falling apart.
Yeah, and he's just the guy who's like using the drug just to barely stay alive.
Mm. Yeah,
but he had such a commanding ability over the drug that it like he went insane pretty much.
So you remember that scene? I guess we're just getting into spoilers for Katana Zero if you haven't played it, but whatever, who cares?
I'm putting up a full playthrough, so if you haven't played it, go check that out.
So you remember that part where you're talking to the girl at the front desk and you pissed her off and she had to be eliminated?
Yeah.
That guy, one of the masked guys, is in that scene.
Oh, okay.
He's reading the newspaper next to you.
I see. I gotcha. That's cool.
But that chick, there's a lot of options for her.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
There's so many to like change everything. Like you can either kind of end up flirting with her, telling her to fuck off, getting into like a card battle with her.
A card
do all kinds of
battle?
crazy shit. Yeah.
Like I know there's the one where you can just be super quiet and she'll just like, oh, okay, I guess.
Yeah, she'd be like, you can go ahead. Yeah.
I guess go inside.
Yeah, and she comes back near the end too. So
I just love the one I got for her where it was just like, shut up. Wait, what? Nothing.
Yeah, you just told her like you were like kind. You were like kind of like interacting with her at first, and then you're like, "Nah, just shut up."
Shut up. And then she
like, what was that? Nothing.
Nothing. I didn't say anything. And she starts talking again. Shut up.
Yeah.
That shit had me die.
It's probably one of the best parts of the whole game. Just as far as like fucking around, like something that doesn't really matter all that much. Even though it does matter. It does matter if you want to get the secret boss.
I gotcha.
So, and the secret boss is like insane, crazy bullshit.
Oh man, yeah. No, that whole game was fucking cool as shit. So yeah, don't lie to me. It was cool. Don't you try to say it wasn't. But
yeah. Have you messed around with like hard mode or anything at all?
No, I haven't touched the game since. I'm thinking about streaming again on Wednesday.
There are like new enemy types in hard mode and stuff, like evolved and upgraded versions of the enemies. You can get, like the Skinny Rickies. There's like a Kung Fu Skinny Ricky. He has like a headband. And he jumps around and can like dodge your sword slashes and shit. It's crazy.
Oh, that's cool.
You know, so so stuff like that. There's more. It's kind of like Devil May Cry, where the main story isn't all you're going to be doing.
Yeah.
You know you're going to be hitting that tower or whatever.
Okay.
That's cool. Good. Yeah.
So I played that. I also played a bunch of TFT, a bunch of League, and I'm picking up Shuma Gorath and Marvel.
Oh, Jesus.
Because Sentinel is just not going to do it for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm dropping Iron Fist for Shuma, and that's going to be a good time. Like, Shuma's a lot of fun to play. I'm enjoying playing them, and I don't mind doing charge stuff since I already do a bunch of charge stuff with Balrog and whatnot. So, it should be a good time. Did I play anything else this week? I don't think I really played anything else this week. I am picking up Lethal League for you guys sometime either this week or next week.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's about all I got for this week. Went to work. Yep.
I would hope so.
That was it. My week is over.
All right. So this week.
Yeah, someone's got to pick up the ball. I was like.
So this week I took a. Wait, what did I do? All right. I'm
erasing your brain.
I finished.
I'm just gonna erase your brain.
I was just losing track of what order I did stuff in.
I got you.
But I finished Bayonetta.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
The game kicked my ass, but it was fun. I need to go back and I'm probably gonna pick it up here and there just to kind of fill in the blanks for stuff because I didn't get everything. I know I didn't get all the weapons. I got some shit ass trophies, so I need to go back and change those from stone to pure platinum. That's gonna take a while. I still need to fight the secret boss. No secret boss shall remain unfought. That's gonna take a while.
Mm-hmm.
I played Bloodborne, of course.
Of course you did. How was that?
I just had a hankering for it, so I wanted to do some PvP stuff. So I went to all the nice big PvP areas, and I'm rusty because I haven't played it in months, but I still did all right.
Did you ever beat Sekiro? You did, right?
No, because I never beat the final boss. I kind of just dropped it after a while because I don't know. Katana Zero came out and I was playing that and I just kind of lost interest in Sekiro for a little bit. I might go back, but I also started playing Dark Souls 2 and I think that kind of just soured me on soul stuff for a little bit.
I got you.
But I might go back and finish it. That final boss was kind of just kicking my ass a little too hard for a little bit there.
Understand.
No,
you just suck.
Yeah, right. I played some more Devil May Cry 5.
GMC.
Good game.
Yeah?
Good game. I wasn't really feeling V at first because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I'm not used to kind of just having you stand there while your familiars do all the work. But after a while, once you get used to it, you start getting those double S ranks and shit.
Man, you really hate Chaos.
Chaos.
And Unist.
Because he uses familiars. Yeah. I got you. Yeah, it's weird. Like it's, and when you're using like Shadow, the giant Black Panther, it kind of feels like you can't control where he's going. Sometimes he kind of just arbitrarily decides to come back close to you, or he doesn't attack the enemies properly.
I got
you. Once you get used to it, once you kind of know what you're doing, once you actually start buying more of the actual skills, and combos and shit, and filling all that stuff out, it becomes fun to play, more fun to play.
It opens up the variety.
Yeah, right. Which is the point. He's got the best taunt so far to me. Nero's got the second best taunt, but V has a taunt where he just starts conducting while all your familiars are fighting, and he conducts to like Ride of the Valkyries plays in the background while all your shit's fighting, and you've got in like the more S ranks you get, fucking the louder it gets, and the more bombastic it gets. It's pretty cool.
All the shit with the music in that game is awesome.
Oh, it's great. Yeah. Just having it evolve with your style rank is really smart. I think they took that from DMC Devil May Cry, the shitty one that we all, well, not shitty, I guess, not now, but
Dante.
The one that Dante and him only.
I don't know, I like that game.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's all right now, but it wasn't when it first came out, and it's not Devil May Cry as I like it.
Fair enough. Because I didn't get it when it came out.
It was not good when it first came out. But the definitive edition or whatever is the one where they were like, all right, we fixed everything, we apologize. That's because I think they had they had Itsuno come in and do stuff for it.
That would make sense.
It was good. Oh, but Nero's the second best one. Nero is like he pulled, like, he's got the one arm or whatever, so he like pulls off the devil breaker he's got, like flips it up in the air, and he catches it. And I did that while I had a bunch of enemies around, and just the timing of it, I got I dodged at the perfect moment, and he gave me an S rank, and it felt like I got the S rank because I did the taunts and the dodge at the same time.
Nice.
It was good because I was only at like a B rank and went right up to S rank, so it made the taunt just even cooler to me.
That's cool.
It was stylish.
That's some cool shit. Why do you think they gave you the S rank?
Right, yeah. So what else? Did I play more video games? I was thinking about playing Golden Sun: The Lost Age because I was kind of feeling the
bitch.
Just a sequel. I was feeling a game where you play as a new character, and then you go and meet the protagonist from the previous game. And I was like, what does that really good? Golden Sun, one of my favorite games ever. So why not do that? But I think I just forgot. But I'll probably hop on that soon.
That actually does happen way more than it should.
Yeah. I do that a lot where I'm just thinking about, like, man, I really want to do this. I should play this game, and I just never play it.
Yeah, like it happens. So you're like, I'm gonna go play this game. Go to work, get back. Man, I could go play that junk food game though.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Speaking of junk food, I bought a bunch of cheap ass games because they were just stuff I hadn't played yet, like Yakuza Kiwami. What else did I get? I got a bunch of shit. I got a bunch. I gotta look through the list because it was all stuff on sale for like $8 or $6 or $4, and I got both Destroy All Humans games.
Nice.
Because they got ported or whatever.
I'm thinking about getting Rainbow Six Siege soon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's a fun game.
Wait, don't you have?
It is toxic as
fuck.
fuck.
I shouldn't say that. I was gonna say, don't you have Titanfall 2? Just play Titanfall 2 with me, but then.
I mean, I could.
I realized I shouldn't just tell people not to play other shooters.
No,
Titanfall 2
I was gonna say
exists.
The problem is it's not cross-platform, and if I'm playing a shooter, it's probably going to be on the PC because it runs better there. But
Yeah.
also, I'd rather play it on the PS4 because I have more friends that play video games on the PS4.
Right, yeah.
I have it on PC because I bought it for $5 thanks to fucking Origin sales.
Ooh.
Oh.
Actually, I think I got like the $7.49 complete package or whatever the fuck.
Honestly, the only reason why I like the PC more than the PS4 is because everything don't have to deal with discs. Like, I don't have to get up and move my lazy ass to go switch everything. It's like I'm done with this game. I want to play the next one.
Yeah, that's kind of why I didn't touch my PS4 for a little bit, because I was playing Bayonetta, and my setup right now, I have my computer on my table next to a TV connected to my PS3. So I have everything basically I want right here.
Yeah.
You know. So I don't want to turn around and fucking play my PS4, scoot all the way over to the fucking TV.
Man, laziness is like a powerful thing. It's surprising.
No,
well, I mean, when you're playing fucking video games, you just want to relax, you know?
Yeah.
So
I
you want to be lazy.
I have my Switch and my PlayStation, my PS4. Like my Switch is on my desk because it's nice and portable, and thank God for Nintendo, by the way, making an actual handheld console that fucking you can turn onto the TV. Jesus Christ, why don't we have more things like this? I realize it's not the best,
but then Nintendo ruined it by making the same console, but then not making it for the TV.
It's not a Switch Lite. It is a Switch Lie.
Yeah, yeah.
A Nintendo 1DS, if you will.
Switch.
Thank you, Peach Saliva.
Yeah.
Anyway, but and my PlayStation is under my desk, so anytime I have to change games, I have to like be the good little whore that I am and put my ass up and like get under my desk. So most of the shit I play is Persona 5 and Dragon Ball, both of which I don't have the physical copies of.
Oh yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
What else did I do? Oh, I watched some anime.
Oh.
So I watched Dr. Stone. I watched 3 episodes of that.
How is it?
Einstein meets Bear Grylls meets 90s anime. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. I feel it.
It's actually, I will say it's good so far. Like really, really good.
Okay.
It's by Boichi, and the dude makes just amazing shit. Even his not as good stuff is still top tier level shit. The reason that guy's hair is the way it is because this is a world full of weirdos.
Okay,
So like
I got it.
Like, this is an anime battle world. It just at first it looks like a regular ass world, but once the plot kicks in, they start reviving people like the world's strongest primate high schooler.
Yeah.
Who's the main villain, and he's this super strong teenager. It's fucking weird. Okay. But it's awesome.
Okay.
So
all right. You know what? I will have to give it a watch.
Yeah.
Give it a watch. I'm probably gonna pick up the manga as well, because I can't wait to see where the story goes. So I want to just go ahead and get into it.
Just like
because it's so exciting.
You know what shows more hype than it should be? The Firefighter anime.
Okay, that's the next one I was going to talk about. So I watched the first episode of that.
I haven't watched it yet, but I saw the trailer and I'm just like, why? Why is this so hype?
Okay, but it's not just hype. Do you know who it's by?
No.
It's by the Soul Eater guy.
Is it really?
Yes.
Ah, shit! I gotta watch this now.
So I was watching it and I was like, "Why is this so fucking familiar?"
I have to.
I was like, "Why?"
I have to watch this now.
And then, like, literally on the second episode, a fucking, Death, the Grim Reaper or whatever, his skull is on the screen. I was like, oh, that's why.
Gotcha.
It was like a reference to him. I was like, okay, that's why this is like this, because it's by the same guy.
I need to go read that manga, about Soul Eater manga, but I need to watch the show now, for sure.
The manga is the shit. The manga is way better than the anime. Even though the anime is really well animated, the manga of Soul Eater goes better places.
I've noticed that is almost always the case.
Yeah. Well, because, like, the manga is just there's such better character development. I think the anime just got cut short or something.
Yeah, the anime got cut super short. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just the manga, just the characters. Like you see a character basically go from Naruto to Kakashi.
Yeah.
Over the course of the series, it's fucking awesome. What else? Yeah. So Fire Force is really cool. It's well so far. So all the money. You know, like I'm sure you've seen like gifs and stuff of like some of the animations or whatever.
Yeah.
That's all in the first episode.
Okay. They front loaded the shit out of it.
Like all the money was in that first episode, but the second episode had like it was still decent animation. Like it wasn't shitty or anything. You know, it wasn't like it wasn't like it just had a huge drop off. It was like you could tell it was a little bit little fewer frames.
Is it like One Punch season 1 to season 2 bad, or is it?
No. It's not that bad.
Okay.
It's like you could tell they're in for the long haul or something on this series because the animation isn't. It's like a My Hero Academia level, I think.
Okay.
If you've seen that.
Okay.
But where when there needs to be really good animation, there is.
Okay.
You know, like it hits when it needs to. Like even in the second episode, there's a bit where they have to kill somebody, and the way it's animated is very like subtle, very nice. It's well done. I like what they're doing with the characters already. The rival shows up in episode 2, but he's not like an annoying like Sasuke rival or like a I don't know, just he's more it's more like a friendly rivalry instead of just we have to be enemies because the plot says we have to be or whatever. It's more, we're buddies, but we also
So like Kakashi and Guy.
Kinda, yeah. A little more. There's a little more, not necessarily vitriol, but like, they're competitive to where they're kind of arguing all the time, but they're friends.
Yeah.
You know? So because they'll stop and have like casual conversation and just be buddies. It's got a Wooly would love this. It's got a punch girl, who can also make like. There are like what are they called? Like something generations. They're like the second generations can just control fire, and the third generations can make and control fire. And that's what the fire department's made up of is people who can control fire. And then the third generations come in like later, like the main characters are third generation, and the rivals are third generation. And they came later. They're new recruits or whatever because they're there's some school that they've been talking about that prepares you for this kind of thing. Mm-hmm. But there's a chick who just beats up the main character and the rival. She just punches them. It's funny. But the thing is, you wouldn't, looking at her character design, you'd be like, oh shit, I didn't think she'd fight. Like genuinely, like there's no indication beforehand that she can fight.
Okay.
But it's good though. It's all. I mean, it's early, but it's. I like
where it's going.
The main enemy force that they're fighting so far are not just like, monster of the week type things. Like they are, but they have more going on than just being monsters of the week.
Okay.
Like they usually teach some sort of lesson, or like they usually have something.
They have more than just
going on with their character. It's like it's character stuff. It's like better character writing. They're not just here to be killed.
Okay, I gotcha.
What else? I also watched. Wait, go ahead. What were you saying?
I was just gonna say, I definitely have to check this out because I love that kind of shit so much. So
it's good.
I
like stuff that focuses more on the characters, and this seems like it's going to be more of a character-driven thing instead of just being thrown around by a plot all the time.
I almost forgot to mention, I also started My Little Witch Academia. Wait, it's not My Little, it's just Little Witch Academia.
There's Boku no Hero and Boku no Witch.
Yeah.
Don't watch an anime called Boku.
Stay away from Boku no that thing. You know the one.
You know the one. Pika. Pico?
No, don't say it.
Shut up. Oh no. I just tainted the internet some more.
Damn it. Well, now some precocious young child is going to search that on Google and have his entire mind ruined by what he sees.
Dude, if he's on Google, he's already ruined.
Yeah.
Probably.
I was like, it'll be okay if he does it on YouTube because he'll just get the video that tells him not to watch it.
What is large insertion?
I'm pretty sure my cat is damaging its head every time it jumps under my desk.
That sucks.
I think it's too stupid to realize that you're supposed to duck when you go under stuff. Because every time she walks under my desk, or like she sprints under my desk, I hear a... And I'm just like...
Oh, no.
God damn it.
Oh, boy.
It might be like just out of her eye range.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
like
she
just
thinks
barely.
the top of her head stops at where her eyes are.
It could also be the thing where she's like looking down to like make sure her feet are like walking properly.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
So, what other anime did you watch?
I watched some Black Lagoon as well.
Oh shit, that's a good one.
Oh, that's funny.
That's a good one.
So I've only ever gotten maybe 2 episodes into it before I kind of just got distracted. But I'm finally 4 episodes deep. 5 or 6 episodes deep.
Okay.
I'm up to. They just finished killing all the Nazis on the boat.
Okay.
Whatever. But so something about this show kind of. I like it, but something rubs me the wrong way. I'm not sure if it's because of how early it came out, or it's just the writing itself, or maybe it's just the dub. But it really feels like the typical, like when somebody says, "This is an art student's first movie" or whatever, you know, like a
Gotcha.
film student's first film. Like a lot of the dialogue is very. I don't know, like wannabe, like they're trying to be Quentin, like it's one of those things that tried to be Quentin Tarantino after Pulp Fiction and shit came out.
Have you checked out the sub?
I have not.
Okay, because what it could have been, it could be a first time. Was it? I forget the term for it. It's basically the guy who takes the translation and
So, like,
rewrites it. No, not the translator. They take the translation and rewrite it for the audience, so that way it actually makes sense in English. Like
a localizer or whatever.
Well, it's a little bit different than that because what they do is they rewrite it so that they don't have to reanimate the lip flaps.
I guess, yeah.
So
but I mean, what I mean is like a lot of it is like a character will go on a long, like. I don't know, just talking about some shit.
Okay.
It's like, oh, when you're living on the edge, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive, and things like this metal and this are just objects, and their value is determined by money. And I'm like, okay.
All right.
Get on with the fucking scene, please. I get it. You're a hardcore badass.
You don't need to preach to me.
Yeah, okay, you know, and like there's a bit where the main chick just kind of goes on a killing spree for no reason, and you know, I'm like, okay, what's going on? It's kind of like, you know how Cowboy Bebop is like effortlessly cool.
Yeah.
This is cool, but only because it's trying so fucking hard to be cool,
and it's succeeding.
Yeah, it's succeeding, but only by like a hair's breadth. Like,
yeah,
if I don't know, like if a dude in a fucking leather jacket or some shit shows up later, then this show is trash. Like it's like that close.
I gotcha.
To just kind of being too much. Like I think the Russian chick with the scars on her face is super cool so far. Mm-hmm. Like it does cool shit, and it does like it goes interesting places, and a lot of the whenever there's like combat or something, a lot of that stuff seems well researched at the very least.
Yeah,
you know, like a lot of like the boat combat and just when they talk about like military formations and military communications and stuff. A lot of that stuff seems researched well. So
that's good.
I'm hoping it kind of stops trying so hard to be, I don't know. I feel like it would be better if it wasn't trying so hard to be cool. Like if it just let the characters kind of do their thing. But
yeah,
because I can feel like there's like this like the thin veneer of like the cool gel, that's just kind of like making everything else hard to see. Really,
yeah. It's like it just
like I can see the character depth right there, but I just gotta wipe that gel away.
What you're making me think of is like when someone puts together a good sandwich and they kind of spread the mayo onto the bread just ever so slightly. Like, instead of that, they just like they kind of squirt it on there and then
glopping it on there.
They're like, all right, the cool gel's there. It doesn't look very nice, but it's there, so we'll take that.
Yeah. So it's we'll see where it goes. It's not that long, so I'm not gonna have too much trouble probably finishing it this time.
Man, speaking of that, like there's a bunch of animes that like when I go back and watch them, I'm like, oh man, I remember this being like 50, 70 episodes. 25. Wait.
Yeah, it's real short.
Wait. Like, what's it called?
That's what I felt about Cowboy Bebop. Mm-hmm. Like when I was younger, I thought it was way, way longer than that.
Because it was always on.
Yeah, true, yeah.
Alright, is that it for your week?
I believe so.
So, hey, Derek, I heard you got a new cat.
Yeah. So, I think you were on my stream when I was talking about this, but I was training somebody at work. So I think I said last week or 2 weeks ago that I got promoted. Mm-hmm. So I actually got promotion to 2 different positions. One is as a lead, which is like a shift lead. Like, I'm sure you guys have them,
Mm-hmm.
And the other is as a trainer. So I was shadowing a trainer, and one of the trainees was like, "Hey, do you want another cat?" And I was like, "The fuck?" And she was like, "Yeah, my friend's cat had kittens, and they're trying to get rid of them." And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, fuck it." So went over there, got the cat. Cat had fleas, so that sucked. So I came back the next day. I'm like, "Hey, that cat had fleas," and she's like, "Oh yeah."
That's why I wanted to get rid of it.
Like they're like, "Oh yeah, she had fleas," and I'm like, "You didn't tell me."
Wow, that's such bullshit.
So did you get rid of the fleas before you brought the cat home?
No.
Oh, got rid of
well, okay. So
I got rid of that cat.
I brought her. Like I had so training at where I work has 3 days. Yeah. You get a closing shift, a mid shift, and then an opening shift 3 days in a row. Mm-hmm. So I got her during the mid shift. I drove over there, and our opening shift starts at 6:30, right? Mm-hmm. Which means I have to wake up at 4:45. And so by the time I got home, it was 10:30. I was supposed to be in bed already. And we had to set this little kitten up. We had to make a litter box, which by the way, fucking Keon, love him to death, but god damn it. He made a litter box and out of a cardboard box, right? I'm like, oh, that'll work. No, I was like, oh, this will work. And because we have 2, but we didn't want her. We wanted her to have her own just in case she didn't want to use Midna's, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And what happened was, she Keon, we had a box that was a pretty good size for a litter box, with the walls and shit.
Yeah. And
then he's like, well, we should cut it down to make it easier for her to get into. I'm like, she doesn't need any help getting into that. It's gonna be fine, right? The walls are maybe 2.5, 3 inches, right? Fucking no problem.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I'm gonna cut it in half. I'm like, I don't think you should do that. He's like, I'm gonna do it. And I'm like, okay. And fucking lo and behold, this morning I wake up to both of my cats, because we kind of got them introduced now. Mm-hmm. The little one's still a little wary of the bigger one, but the bigger one, I think, Midna just wants to, she's chill. She doesn't want to attack or anything. She's just feeling her out.
Cats be like that, but then they'll also decide that you're lunch the next day.
I mean, at least then she won't piss on my bed. Okay, so lo and behold, I wake up this morning, and both Midna and Mifa have pulled just the vast majority of the litter out of the litter box because the fucking Keon cut the fucking box to about 1 inch in height. So,
ooh, that's not where I was expecting that story to go. But
been just sitting there like these idiots.
Minda was like showing me how I fucked up, right? She would look at me and then look at the litter box, look at me, and then just with her paw pour litter out of the box. And I'm just like, I get it. I didn't make the choice.
She's like,
and so, yeah, she's like, that's exactly it. She was like, how am I supposed to shit in this? Like, I can't move any of the litter around without it falling out. You fucked up. And then, I'm like, yeah. So I like didn't clean it up for about 2 hours until Keon woke up because Mifa woke me up, which is the smaller cat, Mifa. Woke me up at around. So my alarm was supposed to go off at 8:30 today. I didn't get to sleep until about 3 last night because Mifa pissed on my sheets again. And so I woke up at about 7 something. So I got about 4.5 hours of sleep. Mifa woke me up, and then I just looked over it, and I'm like, God fucking damn it. I knew this was going to happen. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to wait. So I waited until Keon woke up, and I'm like, remember how when you were making that litter box, I said we should make the walls taller? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, remember how you said, nah, it's fine? And he was like, yeah. And I just like pointed over to the corner of my room the litter box was in, and it was just like you ever make a sandcastle and just gets knocked the fuck over? That's what it looked like. And he was just like, whoa, that's bad. And I was like, yeah. So anyway, we got it cleaned up. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
And like even the stuff with Mifa pissing on my sheets, is like, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's like, it's annoying. It's gonna run my water bill, but like I'm not super worried about it. Mm-hmm. I just need to we need to train her to not piss on my bed. Yeah. That was it's been a journey. Like we've had her for fucking, what day is it now? Tuesday. So we got her Saturday night. So it's been like 2.5 days. It feels like it's already been a month.
So yeah, I would say it's gonna be like another week and a half, and then she'll probably learn.
Yeah, I'm gonna try taking her down to the downstairs litter box today because that's the one Minda pisses in more now. Mm-hmm. Because she hasn't had access to the one in my bathroom. So I'm thinking maybe if she smells cat piss in the litter box, she'll be more inclined to figure it out.
I gotcha.
If not, I'm just gonna come home to dirty sheets again, and I'm gonna be mad. And let's see, what else did I streamed like a couple times this week because I was just like, you know what, because I got a couple late shifts, so I was like, you know what, I'm just stream before work, stream after work, and just like start trying to like get stuff rolling, you know. Mm-hmm. And yesterday, so not yesterday when this comes out, but yesterday when we're recording, I had like 5 or 6 viewers, and we were just chilling. It was like my mom, you, Colin, I think Michael was watching at one point, Keon. Yeah. So it was just the whole gang. It was good, you know. Yeah, let's see. What did I play this week?
You played Overcooked. You played
I played a shit ton of Overcooked.
League of Legends.
I did.
Hey guys, I'm gonna step away for 1 second.
You got it.
You act like I haven't been ditching this entire podcast. Let's see, what the fuck else did I play? A little bit of Fortnite, a little bit of PUBG. I don't know. Anyway, so Dragon Ball. I've been playing a lot more Dragon Ball.
Right.
And I was bitching about this on my stream, but I don't like people who can't adapt.
Yeah.
So, because it's just not fun. Like, it's fun to win, but it's more fun when it feels earned, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's less fun if I just mash. Like, if I know, like, okay, I can just mash here and you get punished. Like, that's less fun for me. So
I'm glad, because I got tired of losing to that.
I mean, like, I'm still gonna mash if it works, but
yeah, I know. It's just less fun.
Yeah. So anyway, it was just like I was figuring it out, but like I lost a couple of times to just like really bizarre shit that shouldn't have happened.
Which I love. I absolutely love that shit.
I'm. If it was like a normal game mechanic, like if it was something like Minion Block in League, you know, where I understood why it happened, I would be more inclined to just be like, whatever. But because I don't know what happened, and because I used to play Piccolo, and they didn't buff that shit, or like that's specifically what happened, I'm just confused, because literally every other time that I've teched, the ball has exploded during the tech and just done nothing. And this one floated past me and came back during the tech. So it hit me after the tech, so I had no chance to block it. I was just like, okay, sure, whatever. Lost the game off that, but whatever.
The only thing I could think of for that kind of scenario was the fact that it might have came out after the tech. Like the actual ball coming out came after the tech?
No, the ball was before the tech.
Okay.
And it was floating towards me slowly, as Piccolo's fucking homing ball does. And then we teched. It floated past the tech, floated back towards me during the animation, and then hit me as soon as the tech was out. Like, I wasn't done... You know how, like, when you tech or throw in Dragon Ball, you, like, flip out?
Yeah.
I wasn't done flipping when it hit me. And then he converted off of that, and I died. Like, that's how I died. I was about to make the dankest 1v3 comeback ever. And that shit happened. And I was just like, alright, that's just the game telling me to fucking uninstall. Like... it was just, like, shit like that. Like, this dude... somehow, I don't know how he did this, comboed base Goku's Kaioken with his Kaioken. He did it twice in a row.
I've seen that before, yeah.
I have never seen that, but like, it was so weird. It was just like the stuff that he did was like so fucking weird, you know?
Well, that's cool though. At least he's doing new, like, different stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I guess. Like, usually there's some sort of combo extension there, you know?
Yeah.
Like, the Kaioken ends, you throw in an assist or something, or whatever. But no, it was just like Kaioken, I was in the air, and then immediately Kaioken again, and he just knew that it was going to hit. I was just like, this does not seem kosher. And Kian was watching it, and he was watching some of the shit that was going on, and he's like, yeah, this dude is not. You shouldn't play another round. I'm like, no, my pride's on the line. He's like, okay. Right. And then that's when that fucking Piccolo shit happened. And I was just like, okay, yeah, no, Keon's right. Oh, my God. Other than that, mostly just been working. I've had, like, this is my 7th day of work straight. I'm going in later today.
Okay. That sucks. A lot.
I mean, like, money. So, you know.
It is. You're not wrong. It is money.
Yeah, like, my paycheck's going to be fat, which is nice because I had to buy my mom a birthday present. And I'll have to get my dad something. But, like, I'm just tired, man.
Yeah.
Especially with this new cat. Like, I know that in, like, probably about 6 months when she's, like, fully trained and, like, not pissing everywhere and, you know, not so jittery.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna love her and I'm gonna, like, be so glad that I got her. But right now, she's, like, cutting into my sleep and, like, making me do laundry constantly and just, like, it's this whole thing. And I'm just like, fuck. Can I just get one day where you don't piss on the bed?
One fucking day. Just
yeah, pretty much. And it's just like, oh, fuck. Like, I really just don't want to deal with this right now.
After she pees, does she come up towards you?
No. Well, sometimes. Like, the last 2 times when she's peed, I think it's just because she got vaccinations and she was, like, kind of unaware she was doing it.
I got you.
Because, like, you know that little, like, hand in the hot water trick?
Mm-hmm.
So both times that she's peed, she's been right next to me and, like, absorbing body heat.
Gotcha.
So I think she just got warm. But, like, today, I was sitting, like, you guys, we were starting the podcast, and she just went over to my bed and had that, like, euphoric, like, oh, yeah, face. And I'm just like, are you, god damn it. Like,
mm-hmm.
And it's not like, and the weird thing is, she's pissed in the litter box, right? Like,
yeah.
This
is the litter box clean?
Relatively.
Okay.
Like, it's not deep cleaned, and I haven't cleaned it since last night. But, like, you know, there's clean litter, right? Like, it's not like it's not clumping.
Yeah. The only thing I can think of is that maybe she was like, man, that bathroom's too dirty. I'm gonna use this clean one right here.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I think the first 2 times she got it in her head that, like, oh, this is a bathroom, and now I'm spraying her. So hopefully that'll fix things.
Oh.
Oh my god, bro.
All right.
I don't know, man. I'm just fucking tired.
Imagine if you got a cat that you couldn't spray. Like, you'd spray in the face and it just not move. Just stone.
It's just like, oh, I'm wet now. Okay.
Just didn't give a fuck.
Minda was like that the first few times, and then she slowly got hydrophobic. Probably because of me.
I was gonna say, I wonder why.
Yeah.
Fucking
where's the money?
I was gonna say water torture.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a voice acting gig coming up. So
what?
Well, okay, hold on. That is slightly misinformed. There's an open audition, and I'm gonna take part in it.
Nice. I wish I lived there.
It is online, so I can send you the link.
Oh, fuck yes!
I was thinking about sending you the link, but I'm like, I don't really want competition.
Oh, I guess that.
I mean, do you really think Cameron's competition? I mean,
well, one of the characters is black.
Ooh. Shit.
I'm kidding. Well, I'm not kidding. He is black, but like,
No,
you get what I'm saying.
You're joking. I don't have a good black voice anyways.
Anyway, it's this weird fucking webcomic. It's not weird, bad, but like just weird, where it's like they're in a video game, but at the same time they're in the real world. So it's just like, imagine a real world, but with video game mechanics, but it has all the normal real world shit. Like they've got a GameCube and a PlayStation.
Okay.
And like, I don't quite.
Wait, so is it like a weird AR world where you wear glasses and it overlays like a video game OS or a video game like whatever on top of everything?
No, it's just fucking like imagine The Sims, but The Sims also has like a dungeon crawling part of it. Like that is essentially what it is.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would suggest reading
Right.
reading the webcomic because it puts a lot of the lines that they want to use in context.
I got you.
Okay.
All right. Well, you'll tell us that after the stream.
Yeah, for sure. What are we streaming?
All right, after the not stream, the podcast. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. Flubs are real.
Hey man, I literally had 5 minutes where I was fucking dealing with piss. I think one flub is fine.
Yeah, I think so. But is that it for your week?
I'm trying to think. Honestly, do my brain stuff Friday. Yeah.
I was gonna say you are working on like 4 hours of sleep. I understand if you can't think.
I played a little bit of Smash. Played a little bit of what's the Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle or whatever, the Xcom.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, the game that I'm talking about, I'm sure people know, is the XCOM like Mario skin.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
I love that game, but like I cannot play that for more than one battle at a time, and I don't know why. Like I could play XCOM for like 4 or 5 hours and be like, yeah, this game is the shit. I love it
because the Rabbids are horrific little monsters.
No, I deal with children on the daily.
Is it because you can't understand what they're saying because they're just saying nonsense all the time?
I think
that's racist, Cameron. People who speak different languages don't deserve to be looked down upon.
Yeah, but guess what? People who speak different languages, you still can use context clues to figure out what they're trying to say. There's
well, you can use context clues to figure out what the rabbits are saying. They're like the like the minions.
Try to use body language against them. Yeah, that's gonna work. That's gonna work.
Why not?
So anyway,
I've seen those commercials.
So anyway, yeah, no, it's just I don't know what it is. It's like every time I play that game, I'm like, I'd just rather be playing XCOM. But I feel bad because I've beaten XCOM both games probably about 2 or 3 times now. Admittedly, if we ever get any hardcore XCOM fans, they're gonna fucking chastise me because I haven't played like Legendary Iron Man, fucking shove a 10-inch dildo up my ass and drink vinegar.
XCOM games,
but
notoriously difficult, like to the point where the true ending is that you lose.
The first one, yes. The second one, no.
Fucking insane.
Yeah, it's like the funny thing is
everybody lost the first game, so I guess the bad ending is the true ending.
Yeah, the funny thing is that in the first game, like I didn't understand that we lost until people were like, the second game was coming out, and they're like, "Oh yeah, like remember how you lost in the first game?" I'm like, we fucking lost the first game, like.
Look, I whooped those aliens' asses.
Oh, like the ending is so. Maybe I did it wrong, but I don't think there's multiple endings. So you have like a Psy soldier and. It like connects to the aliens, and like it causes a huge explosion, and that's like the end of the game. Like that is how the game ends. It is that abrupt.
Oh.
And then like
so it's supposed to be like a hook, I guess, for a second one.
And then like remember how you got your ass kicked in the first game? I'm like no. Like
no.
I don't remember. Like I remember my Psy soldier dying because they sacrificed themselves, like the good little soldier they are. But like. I don't remember us lose. Did I skip a cutscene? Like, and then like the second one started, and it's just
side comic book or some shit.
It's just like the second game starts, and it's just like shit's fucked. Like that could be the tagline of XCOM 2 is shit's fucked. Like it's so bad. admittedly, the DLC for both games is pretty much worth it. So actually, nix that. The DLC for the second game is worth it, and the expansion for the first game is worth it.
Okay.
But the first game has this mission where you fucking grab this Chinese lieutenant, and I forget his name. I think it's Zhang. I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's like really powerful soldier, but like the mission is so fucking hard for when it gives you the operation, because it gives it to you in like your first month of game time, right? Which means you probably have like fucking 3 people who have ranked up and not died. Like, and it's just like, by the way, there's this mission that's like fucking twice or 3 times as long as your other missions, has new enemies that are more like accurate, and if you're too close to them, they explode and poison you, and you don't have the HP to deal with that shit.
Delicious.
Yeah, it's just like, Jesus cock fucking Christ, bro. Like, chill for 1 second. Goddamn, like, he's worth it. He's a really good soldier. Except in the run that I got him just recently, he fucking died on the next mission. I was just like,
nice.
Well, shit. And I was Iron Manning, so I'm like, well, I'm not going to be a pussy and save Scum. So now I did all that shit, lost 3 soldiers for nothing. Like, At least with XCOM 2, it's a little bit better. Although the Chosen pop up. Actually, you know what? Okay, hold on. Fuck XCOM. So.
Fuck XCOM.
Okay. So let me put some context behind it. I love the games. They're fun. They're really fun, especially when you get going.
Yeah.
But like, they have this fucking like consistency with not only the base games, XCOM 1 and XCOM 2, but also the expansions to fucking like absolutely just butt fuck your shit. And like probably your first month of game time when you were just not ready to deal with that. It's like you come in fucking in XCOM 2, instead of having like a DLC mission where you get a super soldier after dealing with some new shit, it's like the expansion drops in these like fucking the Chosen of the aliens, and they're fucking like assassins and like snipers and shit, and it's like you don't have the range for that shit because none of your shit's upgraded. You don't have like, and some of them are immune to Overwatch, which means if they fucking move, normally what you do in that situation is you put your soldiers on Overwatch, and when they move, they get shot at, and like, yeah, most of the time they miss, but like half the time they hit, right?
I was immune to Overwatch,
and it's like, fucking shit, bro. Why are you immune to Overwatch? That means I have to push up and try to fight you. And it's like, my 4 HP soldier is going against a fucking Chosen with like 20 HP, and we all know how this is gonna end. Like, so fuck XCOM. Play the games though; they're fucking great.
Would you say that XCOM is the Dark Souls of video games?
No.
It's difficulty.
Oh, good. Game journalism at its finest.
XCOM is like,
you know,
I don't know. XCOM is like magic. You know, you need to be like forced. XCOM is like fucking chess. Actually, let me think about it like that. Because you need to be like 4 steps ahead of your opponent, and then inevitably, when some fucking like toddler comes in and kicks your board to this shit, and your opponent sets up in a way that totally was not how the board was before he got kicked to shit, you have to have a plan for that.
You have to be 4 steps ahead, but also know all of the flaws.
Pretty much, yeah.
But also sometimes when you shoot your gun, it'll just miss for no reason.
Yeah. So, okay, hold on. Another fuck XCOM.
So it's like when you take your knight, and then sometimes it just can't take a piece.
At least in chess, it doesn't ever fuck up. If you take a piece, you take a piece. There's no chance of missing.
It's like you have like a 30% chance of your knight just not taking this pawn.
I would love a game of chess where it's like, all right, you're gonna take a piece and roll dice. If the percentage is below 30, if the percentage is below 33, your piece ends up next to it, so you can offset your knights on accident.
Oh god.
Yeah, funnily enough, chess actually started being played with dice like back in the day.
No, that's cool.
I think it's called Chaturagi. Could be saying that. I could be remembering that wrong, but I know that like in its early forms.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, it's just like I love XCOM, but like fuck me, man.
I learned very quickly that my favorite game type is Rogue Legacies. Or, not Rogue Legacies.
Rogue Legacies, the game?
No, Roguelikes, the games. Roguelikes.
Anything.
My favorite type of game is this one game.
It's the only game I like. If it's called Rogue Legacy, I like it.
I like
if
it.
it's not called Rogue Legacy, fuck it.
Yeah, it ain't Rogue Legacy. No. Roguelike. Roguelike is one of my favorite game styles now.
I can get behind those, but it depends on the game.
I like the kind of disposable nature of a roguelike where, you might die, but you'll just immediately come back.
Yeah, like, my favorite thing is the whole... I love the aspect of, even though you lost, you still win, because you get some points.
Yeah.
You get some points that lead you towards a different direction or stuff like that, where it builds on top of itself.
Yeah, it's all about like minor progression and not like like Bayonetta is all like if you lose, you done fucked up. You shouldn't even get hit once.
Yeah,
that's kind of what Bayonetta wants you to do. But roguelike is like, yeah, you took a bunch of hits, but you were supposed to. Yeah. You're still learning.
I don't generally like roguelikes. Like I don't like them at the beginning. I think everyone doesn't like them at the beginning because they suck. But like I don't like games that set you up for failure. Like not all of them do this. But, like, there are a lot of roguelike games where it's nearly impossible to win without knowing what's coming.
Yeah, like, there's no way you could possibly see it coming.
Yeah, like FTL, or even, like, Wizard of Legend, right? Like, you could potentially dodge all that shit and technically win. But what are the chances? Like...
I would say they're pretty high.
Cameron, did you win Wizard of Legend on your first run?
Not my first run, no.
Okay, that is the point I'm making.
Okay, so... people who play those type of games, like, what's it called? Those fast motion, like, what's it called? Like, what's it fucking called?
That's a good question, Cameron.
Into the Gungeon, those type of games.
Yeah.
Into the Gungeons, Wizard of Legend. People who play those games quite often, they may not win on their first run. No one's going to win on their first run. But... People
into roguelikes fully expect to lose.
Yeah, but they get through a lot farther than most people would on their first run. Like, you'll see people who play those games, they'll pick up a new one and get to, like, the second, third boss on their first run, while people who don't even complete the first or second stages.
Yeah, that's my point. Like, if you know exactly what's coming, like, if you developed a game and also you're on, like, 3 pills of Adderall and 4 cups of coffee, like, maybe you can beat the game on your first run. But, like... I don't like the fact that I'm going into this expecting to fail.
Well, it's not failure. I'm going in there expecting to learn. That's what you should be going in there thinking, rather than fail.
I mean, it is failure, but it's also learning.
Yeah, like, it's just a different thought process.
I don't know, man. Like, usually when people say, like, oh, that game takes a while to get going, they mean, like, the story or, like, the mechanics get opened up slowly. I guess roguelikes are like that. But, like, most of the time you're still progressing forward in a story when that shit happens. Yeah. So, I don't know. I do like roguelikes, though. It's just, I need someone to, like, play the first 40 minutes for me. Maybe that could be my next series. Somebody could give me a roguelike and be like, I'm playing 40 minutes for you, and then you're on your own.
Yeah, like, you just watch me play. All right. Yep. All right, this is what you're going to do here. All right, now you take the controls. Have fun.
Okay, good luck.
That's why I think roguelikes need to be more about the actual fun of the gameplay than any real kind of, I don't know, like story or anything or any sort of real progression. Like they need to focus on the actual gameplay. Like if the gameplay is not tight or good,
what's the new?
Then your roguelike is probably fucking worthless.
What's the new one that's coming out that's currently in beta? That's like really it uses all the Greek gods and whatnot. Hades. That game looks like it's going to be the shit.
It's already out.
Is it fully out? I thought it was still in beta. Like I thought it was.
Well, I think it might be on early access, but I know it's on the Epic Store.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was early access, but not.
But no, because I think they just put out like a 1 point something update. I think.
Oh, did they?
Just recently, yeah.
Okay, so it is actually fully out now.
I think so.
All right, then I'm gonna have to pick it up.
Well, it's on the Epic Store, so do you really want it?
Yes.
You'll have to root it through Steam so it plays good.
Does it not play well through the Epic Store?
Well, it's just getting it on the Epic Store is a pain in the ass, and then running it on Epic's launcher or whatever sucks.
Because I play a bunch of Dauntless, and that's not a problem.
I remember Pat talking about a bunch of... Yeah. Pat and Wooly talked about it a bunch, and they were like, yeah, it was just a pain in the ass to do. Because it kept crashing on Wooly, I think.
Well, I also don't have a PC like they do.
Yeah, they have the most powerful PCs in the universe.
Yeah, which I think is what is the problem.
Maybe. But I mean, if it runs like shit on the most powerful PCs in the universe, it's probably gonna run like shit on your middling PC.
Well, I mean, Dauntless doesn't run like shit, and okay, that's a lie. Dauntless doesn't run.
No, Dauntless absolutely runs like dog shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, no, I'm taking that statement way back.
You're just used to it running like shit. So
Exactly. I have this thing in my brain that goes, well, this is how it's playing. Let's just throw that out the window.
I mean, I have that with like Golden Sun. Like, if you play Golden Sun, there's a fuck ton of walking, so much walking, impossible amounts of walking.
It's like,
but whenever I look back on the game, I'm always like, the walking's not that bad, but only because I'm used to it.
Yeah.
Only because I'm able to deal with it.
It's like when I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh, where it's like, oh yeah, that combo's not broken. Yeah, no, that's just the standard. And then
that's just what I do. It's like, no, you asshole.
And then when you stop playing the game and you go back and watch some other stuff that people do, you're just like, oh, yeah. Wow. I guess being able to one-shot someone on the first turn is an issue.
Sitting there looking at the rule book like, was I cheating?
You look at it some more. No, why is that legal? Why?
Yeah,
Yu-Gi-Oh's full of that shit now.
Yeah, I don't like it. Like it's
because there are so many cards. Of course, it's going to be a one-hit kill combination.
Yeah, I was just going to say, like, the thing about Yu-Gi-Oh that really crushed me was the whole field thing. Once you could have two field cards on the field at the same time, completely ruined the game for me.
I think, like I got some of the new decks, and like figuring out the Link monsters was fucking weird, man.
Mm-hmm.
And like, there's so much special summoning going on, and I kind of get it because I played. Well, I said played, but that would imply two people. I looked through decks, probably up until Synchro monsters got summoned, so like, it wasn't like fucking special summon critical mass like it is now. But like, some of the shit that was in my deck was like, if this card's in your graveyard and you have like fucking 4 cards in your hand and it's a fucking Tuesday, like, you can summon 3 tokens from your graveyard and they must be used this turn to summon something.
Yep.
And if they're not, then you lose the game, and also you need to get jacked off by a fucking clown. Like, it is the weirdest shit.
Yeah, no, I completely get that. I love that shit.
I'm pretty sure I saw a card that was literally like the 2 players play rock paper scissors, and the players shake hands and shit like that.
That's in Magic.
It was in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Are you sure?
I was fucking around the wiki looking at weird shit.
Okay.
And it was literally like the fucking players get up and do a thing like weird shit. And I'm like, well, can't y'all just not do that?
Could you just
play it? Can we just play this? Can we sit here and play this card game?
Yeah, no.
I want to sweat hands with this 400-pound weirdo that I don't know from this tournament.
Okay, why don't we use dual discs?
Why do we or why don't we?
Why don't we? I know they fuck up your cards. Like, I know like the practical reasons why we don't, but like, can we not make one that doesn't fuck up your cards and actually use those damn things?
Yes, you could. You just put felt on them.
That is literally the best part of the anime. It's the fact that they walk around with this giant machine to play a children's card game.
I'm surprised there isn't like a hologram maker thing out yet.
Yeah, no.
Just to have like like some kind of light thing that just has a canned image of a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh monster fighting.
I would pay good fucking money if we got a dual disc that actually kept track of your life points and does what the fuck it's supposed to.
Yeah.
And looks cool.
Yeah,
I would literally give up video games and play Yu-Gi-Oh only if I could use that shit.
They would have to be the cards like from the show where they have like chips in them and shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would love to get a Yu-Gi-Oh game where it's like all the cards have electronic chips in them, so that way they could like you put them into your dual disc and they read what cards you have.
So here's the thing, I was talking to Keon and Kayla about this because I watched this video that was like, how do we make dual disc more practical? And of course, none of it was like, oh, shave down the size, oh, don't play with one. It was always just like, well, how do we make it so that way these 2 people can stand across the room from each other, anime laughing, and understand what the fuck is on the board?
Yeah.
And the solution he came up with was using like a smartphone or an iPad as the like life counter, and essentially running like an app that the dual disc was just like an apparatus for.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, that's a fucking great idea. So I was like, well, all these Yu-Gi-Oh cards have this code that like tells you what card it is, right?
Yeah.
Apparently, not all Yu-Gi-Oh cards have that code.
Not anymore. No.
No, not anymore. No.
They used to.
Yeah. Did not know that because I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh since fucking like I don't know, middle school, and I was like, oh, we could just program a database that has all the cards in it, and then when you have a card you're gonna play, you just search it up, or you can have like a preset deck. And I was like, yeah, this is making sense. This is making sense. This is making sense. And I'm like, I just spent like 2 hours coming up with this idea. I can't code this. I can't make the dual list that would fit my phone, and I don't have any friends. So, how the fuck?
Just sitting in a room all by yourself.
How the fuck am I gonna make this work? So I called up Galen. And Keanu was like, "Hey, do you guys think we could do this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, this will be fun." And we just haven't touched it since.
Yeah, I got it. That makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Well, it's a good thing you guys didn't make this happen because, as we know, once you make anime real, bad shit starts happening.
Dude, cat girls all the way. Let's go.
Just, no thanks.
I'm okay.
We're already kind of sick of regular women. Cat girls are a problem.
Nah, man, they got ears.
So do regular women.
Yeah, but you can't scratch behind them without being creepy.
You can't. You can if you have a necklace of them. Of ears.
All right, that's a fucking podcast. Where can we find you, Deshaun?
Mr. Urban Buddha on Twitter and YouTube. The Urban Buddha on Twitch.
All right, and Derek, where can we find you?
Fucking necklaceofears.com. You can find me on
podcast
Twitter.
title is that right now. Yep, Necklace of Ears.
You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube at Came in Second. And come watch my streams. I'm doing it more.
Alrighty. And you can find me at I Press the Buttons on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Alrighty. And as always, have a wonderful night and laugh at yourself. We'll catch you guys next time.